is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. I know it's Monday, but we got to be blessed because we're alive. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day that we have. And together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Now, the Miami Heat have a game tonight. But really, are we excited at this point anymore? You know, the Heat lose to the Grizzlies the previous game, making it 7 straight losses. We're just digging ourselves in this hole of purgatory and it just doesn't end. Because, yeah, you can say, hey, man, the Heat keep losing. They're tanking, baby. Tankathon is on, which is probably right. But the Heat are still 5.5 games above Toronto for the 11th seed. Now, look, the Heat can still technically tank. You make the 9th, 10th seed. You go in as a play-in. You lose the play-in tournament. You're back in the lottery. But what tanking means is not getting in the play-in. Tanking means purposely losing games so you can have a very high draft pick. Right now, you guys, the Heat are sitting at a 29-38 records. They're still the 9th seed. They're not catching Detroit. They're 8.5 games down from the 6th seed. So that's not happening. They're 5.5 games above Toronto for the 11th seed. And I mean, it's just all bad at this point, you guys. It really is. But you look at the Heat's schedule. You got a game tonight against New York. Then you have Detroit. Then you have Houston. Then you have Charlotte, who you lost to last time. And then you have Golden State. 5 games. 4 of those teams, playoff teams. 3 of those teams, contending teams. Detroit has busted your ass multiple times this year. Charlotte beat you last time. I cannot confidently go into a Miami Heat game, any game this year, and think we're going to win. And I know you guys, you have Coach Spo, Bam, Tyler, they're holding the ship. They're fighting. They're still trying to stay as positive as they can. I respect them for that. But, you know, call a spade a spade. This season, for the most part, unless something magical happens, it's a done deal, man. It's a done deal. Once the Heat traded Jimmy Butler, it bit him in the ass. You see what Jimmy's doing in Golden State. You see what the Heat have been doing without Jimmy Butler. Now, do I believe the Heat still should have paid Jimmy Butler and given him the extension? No. Because as we've seen every year with this run-it-back mentality with Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler, the best that we are during the regular season is a play-in team, and we have to hope that Jimmy Butler doesn't get injured and is able to put his Batman cape on in the playoffs. Jimmy was coasting because he was paid. He was in the middle of a maximum deal. There was really no incentive for Jimmy to have to try harder. He tries harder in the last year of his contract, which you've seen that he did. And then he didn't get his money, and he just said, F it. He just became a problem. And he got suspended again, and again, until the Heat traded him, and he got what he wanted, more money. Now he's at a new job. He's showing face. Trust me, that contract is going to bite Golden State in the ass. Not this year, but in the back end. Believe me, y'all. So I still feel it was smart for the Heat to make that trade. Couple things I will say. When you look at the overall standings in the NBA, not just the Eastern Conference, but in the NBA, you guys, I noticed something very interesting. Right now, there are only 2 teams in the Western Conference that have a worse record than the Miami Heat. And that's crazy because the Heat are the 9th seed in the East. It shows you how stacked the Western Conference is. Right now, Utah and New Orleans, trash. Utah has 15 wins, or 15-53. New Orleans are 18-50. Then you have San Antonio, who's 28-38, right there with the Heat. In the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat have 6 teams below them, including Utah and New Orleans. That makes it 9 teams below them. Right now, the Heat pretty much have the 10th worst record in the NBA. So right now, they're going to average around the 8th to the 10th pick. But you lose more of these games. You get lower and lower. Now you might get lower than Chicago. You might get lower than San Antonio. The Heat can stand to get pick 6, pick 7, they might be able to move up in the draft. There's a shot that if the Heat keep losing, you guys, it's tanking, yeah, but they can work they can work themselves into a top pick. Maybe it's not Cooper Flagg, but guys, there's so many players in this draft that are stacked that the Heat can get. Cooper Flagg is the shiny toy, you guys, but we've seen this in the past. Sometimes the shiniest toy isn't always the best thing. I mean, look at the 2017 draft. Markelle Fultz was taken number 1. Philadelphia traded up for him. Boston took Jason Tatum. That was a bad pick. You know, the year that Paolo Banchero was drafted, there was all talk about the top 3 picks. Paolo Banchero looks to be the right pick for Orlando. Just because you have the number 1 pick doesn't mean it's the best pick. And we've seen what this Miami Heat team has done with lower first-round draft picks, second-round draft picks, and undrafted picks. Imagine what this scouting team can do with a top 10 pick this year, with Tyler, Bam, and this youth movement team coming back for next year. Will it be a contender? No. But it'll be a building block for the true star that you're trying to get. Because that's what we are, Miami. That's what we are. We're not a team that's going to grow them, homegrown. You know, we're the city that everyone wants to be in. California, New York, Florida. These are 3 states that NBA players always want to play for, especially if you can make a maximum contract. Come on. If you could be a $300 million player in Miami with no state income taxes and the sweater and the 6th man of the team, the big booty Latinas, come on. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Let's be real. So even though, you guys, the tanking is not the right thing in Miami Heat culture, it's not really tanking. I don't think the Heat are purposely losing these games. I just think that we're not good enough. There's a lot of crap that's happened this season, you guys. A lot of drama, the Jimmy Butler trade hangover. It could be affecting these players a lot more than we really think, you guys. There's a lot that has probably gone on that we don't even know about. And you're seeing that it's affecting this team, especially in the 4th quarter. So, yeah. And I will say this, you guys. Ethan Skolnick has reported recently that the Miami Heat don't want to get 2 first-round draft picks this year. Because remember, if the Heat don't make the playoffs this year, they will keep their 2025 pick. And they will also get Golden State's 2025 pick. Because Golden State's doing great right now. But then they will lose their 2026 and their 2028 draft pick. Those go unprotected to Oklahoma and Charlotte. So yeah, I said it before. It's a win-win this year. If you don't make the playoffs, you get 2 first-round draft picks this year, but you lose 2 future draft picks. But if you make the playoffs, you then keep your 2026 and 2028 draft pick. These are picks that you can include in a potential trade, and you'll still keep Golden State's first-round pick, which will be in the same area where we picked guys like Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Hero. So yeah, it's a win-win. But something interesting has recently happened, you guys. I don't know if anyone has seen this or not. It's been fluttering out there. Micky Arison, the Miami Heat's owner, was spotted at a Duke game clapping for Cooper Flagg. Now, this is just the internet, you guys. We all know the internet is filled with a lot of hoopla, a lot of BS. So it probably don't mean anything. But why is the owner of the Miami Heat watching Cooper Flagg play? Maybe it means nothing. Scouts are normally the ones that are watching. But it's March Madness. This is the time where NBA teams, the GMs, the presidents, the scouts, they're going to these games to watching March Madness. Maybe the Heat have something up their sleeves. I don't know. This seems really interesting. Heat Nation, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, you guys. Let's talk about it. I'm curious what you guys have to think about all this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. Thank you guys so much for the support. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that's enough said. Let's go Heat. No matter how bad we do, I'm always going to ride with Heat Nation, y'all. And that's enough said.